Raw tonight, guys. I don't know how much more I can take of this. I do not know how much more I can take of this. Tonight's Raw, again, didn't do shit tonight. And this is like the 4th fucking week in a row. I don't know how much I can take more of Monday Night Raw. I just don't know. Tonight's Raw, again, there was nothing here that progressed anything tonight. Probably one thing, maybe 2 things I saw that progressed tonight. Now, don't get me wrong. There was some stuff in here that I did like tonight. Mostly from the Cruiserweights. Mostly from what we saw from Sheamus and Cesaro. Mostly from... That's about it, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mostly, that's gonna be about it. Cruiserweights tonight had 2 matches tonight, both delivered. Sheamus and Cesaro is now a tag team. And they had their first tag team match together, and which is gonna be a very interesting dynamic. Outside of that, I will not be surprised if this goes under a 1.5 rating. I won't be surprised if it's just barely above 2 million viewers for this week, because we had the presidential debate. Quite frankly, I'm guilty. I watched some of it. I watched it between commercials for Raw because, you know, I want to watch more wrestling because the politics don't really interest me, especially because between these 2 ass clowns that's looking to become presidents of the United States, one, we got fucking racist, bigot racist. Then we have another person who's just a fucking liar who lies about everything coming out of her fucking mouth. So I think our president selection is a fucking joke, but we are going to be stuck with one of these motherfuckers anyway. But back to wrestling. Tonight's Raw, again, very, very underwhelming. And on top of that as well, it didn't do a goddamn thing to build up to their next pay-per-view, which is going to be Hell in a Cell. There was nothing that I'm like, this is going to be built up to fucking Hell in a Cell. Nothing. SmackDown tomorrow, I cannot fucking wait for. I know SmackDown's going to be a fucking good-ass show tomorrow. I just know it. But the fact of the matter is that right now on Raw, it's not a good show. Not a good show overall. I don't understand how one show could be, I won't say so good, but clearly SmackDown's the better show. Clearly they have the better pay-per-view, but I can't, fathom on SmackDown on how good it is to how bad Raw is. I just don't understand it. Like, Raw's not trying while SmackDown is trying. And it's goddamn, it's like the yin and yang in professional wrestling right now. The fucking, the bad shit, when you want to, come on here and bitch and moan about professional wrestling, you watch Raw. When you're actually okay on what you're seeing and liking the development of some characters, some storylines, great matches. Not to say that Raw had bad matches, but you just, it feels better to watch SmackDown. And they have the under, like, they don't have as much talent. Raw is way more talented. They have way more bigger stars. Granted, they got 3 picks in the draft, but when we saw the draft, we saw that Raw's a fucking stacked show. SmackDown, who the fuck does SmackDown have? They have AJ Styles, John Cena, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt. That's it. That's where they may focus on Dolph Ziggler the first night on the, SmackDown Live. That is before The Miz being revitalized on SmackDown. You know what I mean? That's before, that the women's division is, I would think that they have been booking them a lot better than the Raw's women division. That's before all that. And we were just looking like, well, Raw's going to kick their ass every week. And the first week they did. Finn Balor becomes the #1 contender. SmackDown was an underwhelming show. Dolph Ziggler becomes the #1 contender. And it's like, from that point forward, SmackDown has just been the better show overall. Period. I mean, what is there for me to review tonight, guys? I was gonna come on here and like I said, there's some good things about it, but really I'm just gonna be coming on here and just going through the winners like that because there's nothing for me to talk about because I'm talking about the same shit every week. Every week I'm talking about the same shit. SmackDown, I feel like I'm talking about something different. American Alpha fucking you know, the Usos had a hell of a fucking contest last week with great storytelling. It's like you don't get that on Raw. You get that sometimes, but not all the time. They give you little doses. They don't give you the full fucking meal. SmackDown gives you the full meal. Just not the dessert. Just not, you know, the aftermath as of yet. They need to give us that dessert and they need to give us that aftermath. For Raw, I'm still at the fucking appetizers. I'm like, hey, can I get my fucking food? I want my food. Where's my food at? It's like you're at fucking, you know, Chili's or some shit, or fucking Applebee's, wearing your fucking food at Raw. I want my fucking food. SmackDown here, I'm eating. You know, I'm eating. You know, I'm getting a little full. You know, but I think I want a dessert. I think I want something sweet. That's how it is between Raw and SmackDown. Right now, I'm eating SmackDown. Right now, SmackDown's developing. I'm eating. But for Raw, I'm still at my fucking appetizers. I have my fucking chips and queso here. I'm down to like my last 2 chips. Queso's gone already. Been waiting for fucking 3 hours for my fucking food. No food yet. I'm about to get up and fucking leave. Not even gonna leave a fucking tip. That's what I'm feeling about Raw. Not saying I'm not gonna fucking stop watching Raw. I'm just saying that it's coming to a point where I simply just don't give a shit on what they do. Period. So let's get into the review. We start off immediately. We start off not even a fucking intro to Raw, which I love the Raw intro. I love both intros of Raw and SmackDown, but we did not get a Raw intro. We just got Roman Reigns coming out to the ring, and Rusev and Lana's are in the ring because we, you know, if you heard on Twitter earlier today, it was gonna be Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the United States title. So Rusev's gonna invoke his rematch clause. Rusev was already in the ring. No music, no nothing for Rusev. So I did not give a shit about this match because I already knew Rusev was gonna lose. We knew he was gonna lose anyway. I knew that Rusev was gonna lose anyway. But just the disrespect to fucking Rusev of him already being in the ring. No, you know, Rusev Mashka. Nothing. Roman Reigns wins. What can I say? I mean, what do you want me to say? That Roman Reigns hit a Superman punch and he gets a 2 count and he acts shocked that, you know, he didn't get the 3 count pinfall. When has it ever? And I'm sorry, Roman Reigns did not win. It was a double count out. My bad. See, now I'm totally forgetting about the fucking show. It was a double count out, which makes it even more worse. But Reigns technically wins because he walks out with the championship. But Roman Reigns hits a fucking Superman punch. And Rusev kicks out too, and Roman Reigns looks all shocked. He's like, when have you ever pinned somebody with a Superman punch? You've never pinned anybody with a Superman punch before. Unless it's like an elimination match or something. But like in a regular match, I've never seen Roman Reigns won with a Superman punch. It's a 2 count. It's your signature, not your finisher. So, double count. Start the show. Great. Then we had our tag team title match between the New Day and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Club. I really thought WWE, it was since they were invoking this rematch tonight, that they wanted to get Kofi and Big E and Xavier Woods to 400 days and have them drop the titles. WWE is booking on, I guess, unpredictability and not actual thought process logic. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They did that with this fucking match here because at this point, I love the New Day. Don't get me wrong. I love the New Day. There's some people out there who's like, oh, fuck the New Day. I love the New Day. But I really thought that the Club was going to win. But, hey, what do I fucking know? The fucking New Day wins. Kofi Kingston got busted open. It was a good match, by the way, guys. It was a good match. I don't want to say like this is a bad match. I like this match. I just thought the booking, I just didn't agree with it. If you're going to redo the rematch the night after for this particular match here, I thought Gallows and Carl Anderson was going to win. But yeah, Kofi Kingston gets busted open, bloodied. Like he was like that's my first time seeing Kofi Kingston getting busted open like that, or any black guy getting busted open like that in a while. I think once I saw a black guy get busted open, I think it was Booker T on one Monday Nitro back in the day. I think Shelton Benjamin got busted open at I don't know if it was I think it was the ladder match against Christian at TLC for the ECW Championship. I think that was the match, Christian and Shelton Benjamin. I may be wrong about that, but you guys can correct me in the comment section if that's correct. But Kofi Kingston hits the Trouble in Paradise, blood Kofi Kingston for the 1-2-3 pinfall, and there you go. That is it. New Day wins. We're backstage with Cesaro and Sheamus arguing backstage. Mick Foley walks up and says that, you know, there can't be an 8th match. And there was actually a promo in the ring earlier, and I missed it. I skipped that. And basically, Mick Foley said there can be an 8th match. Both of you guys get title shots. Oh, both of you guys will be tag teams. You're not a tag team. Which I do like them. See, I'm yawning because this fucking show was putting me to sleep. This I do like. And the only thing I don't like about it is because when they had their match tonight, they won. You know, Sheamus did this, you know, to get boos. Cesaro went that to get cheers. That's kind of like the Miz, Damien Mizdow type of thing. That's like Kane and Daniel Bryan. It's kind of like that. It's kind of overplayed now. But they're going to go with that because that type of stuff gets over with the fans. So, nevertheless, I am okay with this. But you got fucking 7 match series for them to end up as a tag team. Bravo, WWE. Bravo. Bravo, WWE. You fucktards. You motherfuckers. What the fuck was that 7 match series even for? Now I like the idea of them being a tag team, but just on how they got to be in a tag team is the dumb part of it. But hey, what do I know? I obviously don't know shit, obviously. Because WWE just makes shit so unpredictable. Bayley wins against the Jobber. That's the next match. Bayley wins against the Jobber. That's all we need to know. After that, we see Mick Foley backstage with Stephanie McMahon. He's not happy about last night's main event, and then he saw her leaving with Triple H. And you know, after he asked her how things went, Stephanie defends what happened and basically goes into Mick Foley about you know, for him to keep his job, control of his job, and pretty much you know, she ends up bringing up Seth Rollins not being clear, and but coming to start Trouble tonight. Stephanie needs Foley to be a businessman, and she walks off. So that's pretty much what happened with that. So basically, they're still building up the storyline of like, does Stephanie know about, or does is Stephanie Triple H in cahoots? I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck whether if she is or not. You're making your main storyline for Monday Night Raw between the two authority figures of Stephanie and Mick Foley. That is not fair to the fucking competitors. Do not make your main story of the roster about that. Because no one gives a fuck about it. I certainly don't give a fuck about it. I don't give a shit if Stephanie, oh, she's a good girl. Or, oh, she's with her husband. No one gives a fucking shit. This is 2016, guys. This is 2016. You guys been doing this shit for the past 3 to 4 years. I don't give a shit no more about it. We had a Cruiserweight Championship match. A Rich Swann, championship match. We had, see, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. We had our, Cruiserweight Tag Team match between Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander versus Lince Dorado, debut, and Drew Gulak. Good match between these guys. Cedric Alexander looked good. Rich Swann looked good. Lince looked good. Drew Gulak looked good. At one point, Cedric was trying to hit the, fuck, man. I forgot the name of the fucking, move. Cedric Alexander does the belly back suplex into the backstabber. Lumbar check. There you go. Got it. He tried to do a lumbar check on Lince Dorado, and basically, Lince was so high in the air when he came down, he pretty much, like, the double knees went to the back of Lindsay's head, so that was pretty brutal. But the way this match ends is that Rich Swann hits a spin roundhouse kick on Drew Gulak for the 1-2-3 victory. So good match between these four. Can't wait to see more of these tag team matches in the Cruiserweight. And this is what I was talking about, guys. They made the Cruiserweights tonight look like a very good focal point for the show. Again, they made the arena, all purple with a purple ring tape. The only thing I don't like about that is that you got sessions too long commercials between match to match. What they should do, because what they did was that they tape it up, the actual ring ropes purple. Then they had to retape it back up red and change the turnbuckle again. Then later on, the match after, they had to retape up, the ring crew had to retape up the ropes purple. If you're going to do that, just have the ring tapes purple. And just have your Cruiserweight matches back to back. It's alright. I don't care if you do that. I don't know. That's just a minor thing. That's more towards like for the crew or, whatever. But a good match. Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander wins. Then we see Sheamus and Cesaro go up against two jobbers. Cesaro was in the match the entire time. And Sheamus comes in and bro kicks both opponents. Cesaro pins. They were going against jobber opponents, literally jobber opponents. So basically, Cesaro pins one of the opponents for the win. And at the end, like I said earlier, they did the cheer and boo spot at the end of the match. I think this tag team's gonna get over. They're gonna be like the new, Team Hell No, or The Miz and Damian Mizdow. After that, we get a promo segment of Charlotte, Dana Brooke. I don't give a shit about Charlotte. Sasha comes out to the ring, tell her to slow her roll, and that was pretty much it, because Charlotte got slapped in the face by Sasha. Sasha, used the bank statement on both Dana Brooke and Charlotte. So there you go. After that, we saw a great Cruiserweight match of TJ Perkins and Tony Nese. Tony Nese debut on the main roster, one of the more impressive guys of the guys on the Cruiserweight Classic. He had a fucking Fosbury flop over the ropes and fucking landed on his feet. Fucking amazing. Tony Nese he's the super athlete, which he is. Fucking good shit from Tony Nese tonight. His stock rose tonight. Rather, if he's just there just to, be there and, not really do shit. If he's there to pull in good matches, I'm all for it. I don't care. If he's there to just pull in good matches, I'm fine with that. So, also here with this as well, TJ Perkins, his entrance, his Mega Man entrance, people are calling it now. I'm digging it. I didn't really like it at first, but I'm like, okay, it's starting to win over me a little bit. I like this original entrance better in the CWC, but hey, I'm not really going to complain too much about a Mega Man entrance, so I'm a Mega Man fan, so there you go. But, pretty much, the way the match ends is that, Perkins hits the Wrecking Ball drop kick, pretty much, fucking TJP, he got something like in the fucking fireman's carry into that fucking Pele kick, then for the knee bar apply for the win, and Tony Nese immediately taps out. So, good match. Then after that, we get our highlight reel segment, because we had a highlight reel segment tonight of Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Owens just talking trash about Seth Rollins. Pretty much, he says that, he's the most dangerous man in the WWE. He says that, he gave Jericho props on the setup for the win. He brags about, his win over Rollins at Clash of Champions. All of a sudden, we see Seth Rollins comes out. Security agents and agents actually separate Seth Rollins immediately. And Mick Foley comes out and, says, hey, get the hell out of here. And basically, Owens and Jericho mocks Rollins. Rollins goes backstage. Enzo and Cass comes out. There's your main event. Enzo and Cass, who we did not see all night, versus Owens and Chris Jericho. Match, main event. didn't really win me over. It wasn't like, oh, this was a great main event. It wasn't a bad main event, but it was just meh. It was a meh match. The way the match ends is that fucking Kevin Owens hits a powerbomb, not even pop-up powerbomb, just a regular powerbomb with Enzo and Cash for the win, and not even like 5 seconds because they were overrunning, because it was already at fucking like 10, you know, almost like 10-10, 10-11. Raw immediately goes off the air. So guys, tonight's Raw, if I had to give it a rating out of 10, this is a 4 out of 10. Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit about this fucking show. I don't. Like I said, the Cruiserweights look good. I did like Sheamus and Cesaro, what they're going to be leading with that. That was the only major storyline of tonight. And we did have a backstage segment with Brian Kendrick and TJP. So they're going to start building those storylines up for the Cruiserweight division. Outside of that, if you missed Raw tonight, you wouldn't have missed shit. Except for you just have to question, like, why is Sheamus and Cesaro teaming up now? But if you had a friend to explain to you, like it takes like 2 seconds to explain it, then it's like, oh, okay. But you didn't really miss Raw. Next week on Raw, we're gonna be seeing TJP versus Brian Kendrick. I know that's possibly the only advertised match right now. But outside of that, I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say what the fuck we're going to be seeing this week. SmackDown, I am hyped for SmackDown tomorrow. I'm so hyped for SmackDown tomorrow because we're going to be seeing a WWE Championship match of AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. Can Dean Ambrose win and have AJ Styles winning back at No Mercy? I can see something like that happening. I don't think that's going to happen, but, you know, I wouldn't be too shocked if that happens. But outside of that, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what the hell is going on Monday Night Raw. I just really look forward to NXT and SmackDown every week. But guys, you leave me your rating down below in the comment section. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like Facebook page, where both links are down below as well. And tell your friends, family, and come and join the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. But that's it, guys. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good night. Peace out.